Irfan Bhai was somebody who was really getting his footing there globally. He'll always be a reference point for the school of acting. Suddenly you found home in a person. We are also extensions of each other, right? It's not just a contract or out of love and blah blah, but there's so much more to it, I think. मतलब कुछ पाप हैं और अलग जो मैंने किए हैं भाई. And at the time I had no other choice. I was naive. I'm okay with it. I have no regrets. All boils down to that one line you can maro at the right time, and if that girl doesn't turn or listen or just looks at you like you're a creep, sab khatam.
Hey everyone, this is me, Richa Chadha, and today here on ETimes, I'm talking to Ali Fazal yet again. Hello.
Hi.
Very good, very good. I'm happy to talk to you one-on-one now because the last time we met you with the entire Fukrey clan, and oh my god, what fun that was.
That was amazing.
It was kick-ass.
Also, I think it was the first one, so we were very excited.
What brings me here today is that I really want to get to know you better. So let me ask you, what is Ali Fazal like when he's not between action and cut?
Wow. These days I'm about trying to find that time, literally, and make the most of it, because I'm finding myself juggling and fighting for time, which is not a bad problem. It's a good problem. But my workouts, my time at home, because now I'm also a cat parent along with Richa, so our cats are very, very dear to us. And writing, jamming with people. I love that. That's my most go-to thing to do.
Tell me something, when you were shooting and filming with Gerard Butler, did you guys become friends?
Yeah, kind of.
Are you all in touch? Do you guys text each other?
Yeah.
Eee, how cool is that? I want to fist bump you on that. Oh my god, that's cool though.
Yeah.
But how's the whole experience like? Yeah, I mean, how did you crack the project, and then what happened thereafter?
Actually, I spoke about this. This was a conversation I had with Rick Roman War, who's the director of the film, and it was supposed to be a 15-minute conversation, turned into a 45, 1 hour long conversation, and that's it. No reading, no audition. Next thing I know, my agents are calling me saying, "Dude, you're on." So I'm like, "What do you mean I'm on?" He's like, "That was your test or whatever." That's how he gauges people, and then he starts his process, which is actually the hard process, which is real collaboration. And then the character starts to evolve over time. Also because of the pandemic, I think the film was delayed by 10 months. So La Fortuna, writer, he had a lot of time to sort of, really put it together.
Where do you see yourself going from here now?
I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I had a reference point for what I'm trying to do, I think. I mean, Irfan Bhai was somebody who was really getting his footing there globally. And of course, things went down. He's somebody we all looked up to as a generation, as actually every generation.
Yeah.
Maybe he would have been a great reference point. He'll always be a reference point for the school of acting. I just find myself at loggerheads with myself, fighting for time.
Do you set benchmarks for yourself, or what's Ali's working mechanism like?
I just don't want to bore myself. I don't want to be able to map out a film when it's brought to me in its entirety when I read the script, because I feel it's a collaborative effort with an entire team who I know by name at that point or by their work. But when they all come together is when real magic happens.
Yeah.
So you'll probably find me, I guess, mostly jamming with the costume department, because that's my gig. I love it. It's everything. Of course, apart from the director being the leader of the ship, because that's where you really get to see how it shapes up. The edit is where the film is made. So you're literally, an actor is at the mercy of all of this.
And then
कहीं 2% हमारा है खेल, उसके आगे सब vanity है.
Well, modestly bola आपने. Not everybody will actually say this. So tell me something when you had to make a choice of opting out of Fukrey 3 for other projects that you're doing. Tough?
That was tough. That was
Yeah.
tough. That was a hard sort of decision based purely on dates. Like we just couldn't figure it out. The script was ready. We had done sessions. I had done sessions with Mrig and the entire cast. I knew that script well. It's probably gonna match part one. It's really good. But yeah, it got delayed because of the pandemic at the time. That's when I sort of found myself at crossroads.
So I was asking you that when you have to make a decision like that,
Yeah.
how do you cope with it? Like, what's your coping mechanism?
Oh God, I go into depression for a bit though. It is
It's
because you've
sad,
lost
yeah.
out on something that
Yeah.
it's yours. No actor comes out of that in the best possible way. Or even when you lose a job, when you don't get something, right? It's like facing rejection. We are very, very vulnerable people. We are. I mean, I could be all cool today and my best self today, but yeah, we're having every day's eggshells.
Tell me something, having a stable partner in your life, does that emotional support always help? Like you and Richa make for such a
Totally.
cute couple.
Yeah.
And I'm sure internally also there's always that strength that we derive from people who we love.
Yeah.
Helps you cope out of things where you feel that, shit, I'm missing out, but at the same time, I'm also doing something bigger, like a project like you just did.
Yeah. Anything actually, because it's suddenly you found home in a person, and
Yeah.
I think that just it sums everything up. We are also extensions of each other, right? It's not just a contract or out of love and blah blah, but there's so much more to it, I think, and that's probably one of the reasons why I can sit calmly now and be okay with the fact that I haven't shot anything and it's fine. There's a reason. There's still development happening. There's still reinvention happening on some level. Maybe it's only in my head. I don't know. But then there are so many heads out there that are judging you and judging the spaces, and enough reasons for people to feel insecure. So I suppose, it's okay. We should find our little comfort zone.
And the secure space that we can say. But between you and Richa, who's more competitive as far as work goes?
Oh God, I think in our own workspace, we both are. That has to be. Like, competition is healthy. Man, you'd be boring if there's no competition, right? And I think that whole thing about, everybody deserves no. May the best man win. I think the world works on that. That's a hierarchical structure that runs the show from day one of, I don't know, man, woman.
And do you guys like discuss trips or projects when it comes to y'all? Or y'all are like, no, I'll take my own decision. I'm not even taking advice from you, Baba.
No, sometimes we do. Yeah. Very, very seldom we discuss each other's like work. But when we're working together, we're also producing together. That's when we're really at loggerheads, and I enjoy that because it's a creative outburst of some interesting thing is bound to happen when both of us are not agreeing. तो मजा आता है उसमें. But
yeah, it's like a stimulus, like creative arguments I always feel are the most stimulating. It's like, नहीं तुम्हारा point of view क्या है? मेरा ये है.
And it's like what I mentioned earlier, that we all actors, we have, when we go into a scene, everybody thinks of, or at least has an idea of how to perform it. And then you land up there and a great director or a good one suddenly surprises you and says, no, I see it this way. Like, oh wow, I never saw it this way. And I find that with her sometimes. I enjoy. Something interesting will come out.
If I have to take you back from all the work that you've done and sort of like reflect on your body of work, is there particularly something that you're extremely proud of and happy that you put it up from your performances?
Oh God, no.
No?
No. I'm happy where it's brought me.
Okay.
I'm mighty, like, I'm not gonna shit on it. It's brought me to a place where I feel very, very satisfied, and probably the happiest time in my life. And probably it was necessary for those things to happen. But I'm not proud of a lot of my own works. There goes me being
overcritical.
Yeah.
I think you just answered the part with an example for me.
But no, when I look back, I see, no, even the last thing I would have probably done, now if I look back, it's a new me looking back at that. I would have played it differently, and that's fine. But then there are some, मतलब कुछ पाप हैं और अलग जो मैंने किए हैं भाई. And at the time I had no other choice. I was naive. Um, that I'm okay with it. I have no regrets.
But you're okay with that. So, what's the kind of content that you like to consume the most?
Just smart content. I don't know. Or,
Give me like an example of smart
all
content.
kinds. Yeah. I mean, I'm also the guy who'll get the first ticket for Dabang and SRK films, but I would also watch Succession because that's one of my favorite shows. Or क्या कहते हैं, like Patal Lok type, shows that we have from India. Tabbar.
Oh yeah, Tower also was really nice.
Brilliant stuff I think coming out.
And what kind of content you next want to be a part of? Is there a particular genre that you feel you really can tap into and that needs to be explored like right now?
I'm gonna be मैं ढिंडोरा पीटूंगा because I want to be part of a love story. I think.
Oh my god, I just wanted to say you'd be such an ideal fit for a romantic story.
I don't know if I'll be a good fit, but I want a good drama, just a good pure love story. Like I don't think we've found shortcuts to it, right? We all have the quickest advice to fall in love or the quickest fix, or you have enough reels to sum so many relationships up. But man, you need old school good love stories.
Are you an old school lover as well?
I think we all are at the heart of it.
No, younger generations aren't.
What is younger generation?
जो हमारे से एकदम नीचे वाले हैं.
Telling you, everybody gets the tickle. Everybody. It's just, of course,
I feel that 80s, 90s wala is gone. Like, I'm stuck in that that era and generation wherein इधर मैं यहाँ हूँ या यहाँ हूँ.
तो मुझे लगता है मुझे 50s में born होना चाहिए.
Same. I would have been 40s.
हाँ. Yeah, I don't know, maybe 300 years back.
So you're an old school lover in that case.
Maybe.
Oh God, because every single time right now when I'm looking around, I'm just like, what are these new terms like situationships and like, yeah, see, this is what it is. When I heard,
what is situationship?
Which is not a relationship. There are two people who love each other
out of a situation.
But
so they board the ship.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. And sometimes the situation is so messed up that even though you love each other, you can't really commit to make it a relationship. So that's situationship. Then that's something.
You just sing heart will go on.
Yeah, it's bad. And then I'll tell you what it is. Then there is something called as non-exclusive and exclusive relationship.
Oh my God.
Then there's a public relationship. Exactly.
Oh my God. Yeah. That I can't get my head around. Like that's, yeah.
It's crazy. So I'm sure you don't want to be a part of any of these situational romantic love stories, right? Something more like deeper.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me something. Is pretty privilege a thing? For women it is, but when you're a good-looking guy yourself, do you feel it's a thing?
Oh my God. Are you calling me good looking?
Yeah, of course. Okay. I'm paying you a big compliment.
Wow.
And romantic films के लिए अच्छा दिखना जरूरी है. I feel that.
क्या ऐसे कुछ भी? हाँ, मैं तो क्या कहीं भी बनाओ पहले.
But so is pretty privilege a thing even for men?
Really? No, man. All boils down to that one line you can maro at the right time, and if that girl doesn't turn or listen or just looks at you like you're a creep, सब खत्म. चाहे जितने good looks हो, सब बना के चल रहे हैं ऐसे आधे good looks. पूरे देश में चल रहे हैं लोग. I don't know. Fit maybe. That's important. I think. Yeah, but that's on a larger scale.
What do you do to keep your mental and like physical health in check other than working out? Is there an activity or a sport or a hobby that you love?
Well, I mean, I eat good. I try to eat well because that is directly related to mental health. But I'm a sports guy, so I keep looking for. I've recently gotten into a lot of grappling and stuff. So, jiu-jitsu, and boxing. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Lovely. Okay, before I let you go, I want to ask you if I had to give you like 2-3 situations and you had to pick from those. Okay.
Like situationships.
Like situationships, like interview situationships. Let's see how do you land on those. Okay. Firstly, what's the next thing that you're going to do after you're done from this interview?
Oh, I'm gonna go finish my food.
Oh no, like interviews in general.
Because I felt bad. I was like, shit, you're waiting, and I shouldn't.
Oh no! Did we like not make you eat before this?
This is a mental thing. I can't. कोई wait कर रहा हो और मैं खा रहा हूँ. ठूस रहा हूँ तो वो मुझे बड़ा अजीब लगता है.
Oh, okay.
So no, but after interviews, you to answer your question.
Yeah, after you're done with the whole day of interviews.
I'm actually going to go home and see my grandmom in Lucknow.
Oh, you're
Day after,
flying.
hopefully. Yeah, hopefully if I can do that.
Okay.
I do that every month now. So yeah, I do that. Yeah.
Okay, second situation.
Right.
You and Richa both get called for a film together.
Yeah.
You don't like the script, she likes it.
Yeah.
What would you do?
We've had that.
Yeah?
Yeah, like twice.
Oh.
In fact, the score is 1-1. She didn't like one, and I didn't like one. So.
Oh my goodness. Chalo.
Yeah. Because we're literally keeping a score because we were waiting for somebody to strike gold. We're waiting to work with each other, but I think because we've never done that. I mean, Fukrey doesn't count. Like it counts, but it's not-
Doesn't go. Okay. And your last situation is you're getting offered a romantic film.
Okay.
The director that calls you is Karan Johar, offers you one film, and then there's also at the same time, the same day, a Sanjay Leela Bhansali love story happening. What are you going to pick?
Oh man, dude, that's not fair. I think Karan would understand, right?
Karan would understand that you want to do a Sanjay
I would
film.
want to do both.
Then
My
again, your
God.
dates will be an issue. See, you always get in a situationship with your dates.
Oh man, yeah. I think Karan's already busy making he's got his roster full with people to play his romantic leads. Maybe I'm guessing, so it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and lots of love and positive vibes to you.